Hello there guys, welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to drop a like before we move on. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to our channel. By clicking the bell symbol, you may also enable post notification. Let's get started without further ado. Adventure Time is a fantasy animated series created by Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers. The story is about the adventures of a 12-year-old boy named Finn and Jake the dog, as his adopted brother and closest friend with the magical ability to change size and shape at will. In the post-apocalyptic Land of Ooo, where Finn and Jake reside, they interact with characters such as Princess Bubblegum, the Ice King, Marceline, BMO, and others. Island Part 5 Min and Marty. This episode has a flashback reveal about where Finn came from. Susan Strong informs Finn that she is taking him to see his mother. A flashback reveals that Finn's mother was named Minerva and that she was a helper when she met Finn's father, Martin. They lived on Founders Island, where Martin would trade devices for people's escape. He also worked both sides of the scam and had a reputation for calling the searchers lies. When one of his jobs went wrong, he wound up in the hospital with shattered legs under Minerva's care. They fell in love and had Finn as a result. While Minerva was at work, the people Martin had duped came back for him and he escaped into the sea with Finn. He and Finn vanish from Founders Island and Minerva believes he abducted Finn and abandoned her. Finn is eventually separated from his family before being adopted by Joshua and Margaret. I Remember You. Ice King determines that he needs to create some excellent music if he wants to win over all of the princesses, and he is aware of Marceline's talent as a musician. Ladies are drawn to brothers with troubled pasts. He also read. He takes his scrapbook, drum kit, and keyboard from his old room and flies over to Marceline's place. When Marceline looks at the scrapbook pages and the little messages he sent to her when he was still Simon, she can't help but feel affection for the old man who gave up his sanity to save her. Marceline is frustrated that he doesn't remember anything about his history with her. She discovered some old notes from an Ice King who wasn't yet insane. They performed a song that was loaded with complex feelings. Marceline sang Ice King's lyrics about himself, and Ice King sang his lyrics but could not understand them. I Remember You is a powerful metaphor for coexisting with a loved one with dementia and an unsettling investigation of a difficult relationship. Jake asked, "What's going on in there?" The protagonist of his novel, Finn, suddenly aware that the world has a greater history than he could ever comprehend, said, "I have no notion." Simon and Marcy. Jake and Finn question Marceline about why she goes out with the Ice King when they are playing basketball at her home. She openly confessed her love for him and claimed it was about time their story was known. When the Great Mushroom War ended 996 years ago, Marceline was a 7-year-old Marvy, and Ice King was Simon. Simon could feel the impact of his use of the crown in battle. While they explored the wilderness, he kept Marcy fed and protected. Unlikely partners who were more dependent on one another than they realized. One of the Ice King's most sad incidents reveals the genuine decency of his character, heightening our sympathy for him. Stakes Part 2 Everything Stays. It's about Marceline's efforts to transition into a human. Flashbacks show the story's progression from when she was a young girl playing with her mother to when she was with Simon after the crown captured him. She also discovers that she can absorb the abilities of the other vampires she kills. While eradicating vampires and obtaining their abilities, she stalks the wilderness and finally befriends the few remaining humans. The past of Marceline is revealed in several episodes, but this is one of the more poignant ones. It reveals some of the suffering she had to go through and how it influenced her current situation. Jake the dog. In the alternate reality where Finn is located, the Lich has never existed. He arrived there thanks to Prismo's one desire. However, each of Prismo's wishes comes with a humorous twist. While watching Finn's wish unfold on Prismo's TV unmuted, Jake is hanging out with Prismo, deciding what his wish will be, having a sandwich and relaxing in a hot tub. When Cosmic Owl joins them and inadvertently unmutes the television, Jake learns that Finn is in peril. With a lot of assistance from Prismo, he chooses his desire. He wants the Lich to wish for Jake and Finn to return to Ooo. The video Jake the dog provides a glimpse of life without the Lich and proves that he has a much bigger impact on the world than was previously believed. I don't want to get in a relationship because I don't want to discuss what we're gonna have for dinner every night. Jake just hangs out in a hot tub with Prismo and listens to his bleak outlook on romance and rap, and his easygoingness saves the universe. Come along with me. The Pup Princess discovers Finn's metal arm at the beginning of the series finale, which takes place 1,000 years in the future. They decide to consult the King of Ooo about it and eventually climb a very high mountain to locate BMO wearing a crown. When they ask the king about the arm, he tells them that it once belonged to a great hero and tells them the epic story of how he and his many allies once saved Ooo and the entire world. BMO sings as she tries to calm Jake. Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. We are always in the present. When something good comes to an end, it can seem cruel, but everyone involved will always remember it. The song Come Along With Me leaves the possibility of returning to anything open in the bright future. BMO and Lorraine. Finn's quest to find a misplaced sock serves as the vehicle for BMO Noir's journey through the fascinating and varied world of BMO. This time, the little charming robot with Game Boy influences embarks on a black and white inquiry via Finn and Jake's treehouse's underworld. It's a place populated with dishonest remote controls, dishonest cat cops, squealing mice, and Lorraine. Although BMO and the femme fatale of the treehouse, or the chicken fatale, are no longer together, their feelings for one another still exist. However, Lorraine and her likely crimson lipstick are not to be believed. Their love affair is doomed exactly like BB, the remote control whose batteries were brutally removed in broad daylight. Tree Trunks and Mr. Pig. The search for real love has no age restrictions. After a long life filled with misadventures and romantic moments with numerous lovers, Tree Trunks finally met Mr. Pig, who was her missing half. Indeed, the couple's initial encounter wasn't the best. Rather than a meet cute, they first ran into one another when some evildoers threatened to have Tree Trunks, Finn, and Jake eaten alive by Mr. Pig. The pig, however, always had much purer emotions than his criminal companions, and he eventually fell head over heels. The Hall of Egress. While exploring with Jake, Finn unintentionally gets himself trapped inside a cave. When he has a memory of reading with Princess Bubblegum, he recalls that he is imprisoned in the Hall of Egress, which implies exit. But this cave isn't just any old cave. He must close his eyes and navigate mental mazes to figure out the puzzle. He always flashes back and finds himself back in the Hall of Egress when he believes he has survived and opens his eyes. The episode is captivating from a storytelling standpoint, and it encourages viewers to try to find the answer on their own. Poohoy. It's about a lighthearted, sentimental, and heartwarming story about the narrow line separating difficulties that are imagined from those that are genuine. Finn explores Jake and BMO's pillow fort and travels to a pillow realm governed by King Quilton while pouting after a disagreement with Flame Princess. After killing a cute dragon, he becomes a local hero and gets along well with Rosaline, the king's daughter. The thought of returning home never leaves Finn's thoughts, as he has a long and happy life in the Pillow Kingdom with Rosaline and their 2 children. The episode clearly illustrates that while problems needing to be resolved shouldn't prevent somebody from having a loving connection with another person, love is not a panacea. That's all we've got for today, guys. Also, don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe for more entertaining content. And we'll see you again soon.